we couldn't have sort of sour grapes about it because it gave us so much. It's really hard to look at an experience like that and come away negative. Like, how dare you cancel it? It's like, wow, you know, they gave us whatever it was, $200 million over 6 years to make the show. It's like, selfish people. So, you know, they're obviously in the right and doing whatever they want to do. All right, but thanks. Shoot.
Are there any like fact checkers or?
Oh, clearly not. We had Kevin Grazer, who's our fact check guy, our science guy, loosely. What's that? Science geek, yeah, and a real scientist in his own right. But I mean, some of it was just wrong, right? Like Joe Morton they called him Dr. Logic on set because Joe would take the scripts home, and, you know, we'd do the read through, and they're like, "How'd you like it, Joe?" And he'd go, "It's great, thank you." You know, and he'd take the script and he'd walk off. And then he'd come back and with his, so you do the scene and he goes, "Now, it's written like this, and I would say that if it were right, which it's not. So what I'm going to do," and you know, he would go and correct everything because he was a stickler for that sort of thing. So though we had a fact checker, there's a big gray area on what's right and wrong with the whole thing. Somewhere in there, there's a question. Shoot.
You working on anything else right now? Or you just kind of enjoying the break? And...
Oh yeah, no, that's kind. You gave me an out, right? Yeah, just enjoying the break. No, I'm doing 8 episodes of a show called Haven. So I start that on June 10th, and I shoot 4 episodes, then 2 more in August, then 2 more in September. So if you know that show, Audrey, played by Emily Rose, I'm doing a lot of stuff with her. And there's something about a barn. Yeah, you got it.
I noticed that in the show they were going towards more info.
Yeah.
Were they going to pull you out of the relationship with?
No, I was just gonna sex with everybody. It was going dark. It was going weird. That was something that Erica and I were playing for a bunch of years. Erica played Lupo. And we were sort of playing, not to sort of set it up, but we were like, well, let's just play it like we're actually really good friends. And maybe there's something, but not. And there seemed to always be a way to do that. I'm also incredibly fond of Erica. Like, she's a sweetie. And I was at her wedding, and, you know, she was, I wasn't there when her kid was born. That would have been weird. So it was very easy for me to play like she's dear to me. And that's easy to misconstrue, not misconstrue, but it's easy to read both ways on the script. So they weren't writing in so much as we were playing, you know.
What was your favorite episode?
My favorite? I got a bunch. Everything I was in. Episode 1. No, I got my favorite one, Up in the Air, which was when the bank robbery. I love that one. I like that one because like you're on a show and you shoot, you know, for like any job, you know, you look for causes to rally behind. And Alexandra, our script supervisor, she was given that episode to direct for getting so many. All right, I'll back up. We were a cable show, right? And so the network, they hire these big network directors to come in and direct the show, and they sort of pay them a lot. And these directors, some of them sort of see it as slumming, right? Because it's not a network show, it's a cable show, so they don't prep properly. So people like Alexandra, who's our script supervisor, ends up getting them out of water a lot. And people like myself and Rick, our director of photography, these guys, we sort of get them out of trouble a lot. And as a reward, they gave her an episode of her own to direct, and it was up in the air. So it was incredibly important for us that it go well for her, so that she could use it as a calling card and maybe get her career to go other places. Her other episode that she did was, I don't know. It was really good though. And the other episodes I liked, probably from the most recent years, I liked Jack of All Trades, which was the where we all body swapped. We loved doing that for a bunch of reasons. Like, nothing better than making fun of the people you work with, right? It's just great. Like, oh, it's my job, sorry, you're rich, not you. And then, what's another one? Probably Smarter Carter. Because for years, they gave me grief about like, your lines are so easy. You just have to go, what? You know, I gotta read this much garbage. I don't even know what it means. You know, so they were always sort of giving me grief about that. So when that one came out, everybody was so happy that I had all this dialogue to do. Actually, Niall, like Zane, Niall had a hard job because Niall's job all the time was to do the fake screen stuff. You know, we're like, and so when you're doing something like that, there's no marching orders. There's no direction. It's sort of, the visual effects guys go, yeah, just do a bunch of stuff and we'll fill in it. And I was like, oh, okay. So in his head, he's like, I'm creating an operating system and I'll say that a bunch of the icons are here and I'm pulling them up and spinning them around. So he's creating it all in his head. So most of the time, he's off in the corner of the room like a crazy person. And so he had a rough time of it. And they're also the first one I directed, which was Your Face or Mine, which was when Erica got her face stolen. It's better than it sounds. But that was the first time I got to do it. So take it away.